The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts, Phil Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Grabbed in the middle, it's low. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davison. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Moore to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pucks it out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Vols have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. You know, it's first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Gets it to the back. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really...
Snags it inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore will throw. blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, guys.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got a step, it was...
Nigga is not like that, bro. Get out of here.
An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Ducks want to move quickly. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Makes the grab. It's low. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Whittington. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. He's looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looking to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him. And
oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He wants to change this route. More to the air. And that one had some juice on it, but it's... Wait.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Get to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few.
Give me that shit.
Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, how about that? I mean,
Nigga, you trash, nigga.
was good defending the pass.
I ain't doing no bullshit no more. I'm finna lock in,
Not
dude.
who's up front,
I was
David.
just trying shit on you.
Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities.
Man, I don't care about you smoking, nigga. You about to be smoking an L, nigga. How about that?
You want to make sure you take
Come on, nigga.
showing off the athletic ability,
Get the fuck out the backfield.
Big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
Wrong person.
It's huge.
Dumbass.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's about to be easy, bro. Launch me.
And after that long
You don't even know how to use your players.
You see everybody sprinting
Dumbass.
to the line of scrimmage offensively. They want to go tempo right now.
Good, solid pickup
It's
on
about
that
to
one.
be
They've got it out to
easy.
the 40, and it's first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net. There he goes.
Whew. Whew.
They'll finally drag
Was that Caleb Downs? Was that Caleb Downs? He down.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Whittington.
You ain't good enough.
There to make the tackle, and that's
Show
how
skills
we'll
up.
wrap this first period. While we're only through
Yeah, on
one,
that
these
bullshit.
quarterbacks have been
That first
lighting
interception, I
up
never
their
even threw
stat
that.
line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
There ain't nothing you can do about this, bro. It's a touchdown.
Wants to throw again. Looking to scramble. The short hands. It's
Again.
Hughes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage
Caleb
for a
down
first
again.
down. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. To the air on second down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown,
Too easy.
Oregon.
Too easy.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but
Why you
ended
quiet
with
now,
perfect
bruh?
field position in the middle
What's
of the
up?
end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys
What
going
happened?
out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands. And the
Can't do nothing about it.
really showed command on that last drive.
So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Bam. You taking that?
Fielded in the end zone. It's
Get that
Taylor.
ass down. And that's me.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work
Get your
out as he
ass down,
stopped
boy.
at 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback
Oh, yeah,
turn
man.
the
Bo
page is
Jackson
just
was
find him an
old.
easy
Them
completion
niggas
here. Let him
suck.
get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Under fire.
You
That's
doing?
good. It's Peoples.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Smith.
He was milking one person, bro.
He's got room. Flying out to the left.
No skills.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like
Get
this.
that boy out of there.
And now they'll
Yes,
empty the
sir.
backfield for the two-point try.
Drake May. Oh, shit.
He wants to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive.
There you go.
And they finish
Pat
it
Surtain with the
flair,
tackle.
a 77-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there.
Damn, it's
again,
fourth
and this
quarter?
crowd is feeling themselves
Sheesh.
after that last drive.
That time went by quick.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Hughes.
Come on, man. Guard where you supposed to guard, bro. You're going to get exposed.
First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback.
Come on, man.
Seeing the receiver come over,
They swapping
getting him the
defenses.
football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After that last completion, it's second down. Moore to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Ducks are on the move.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Ducks will try to
working his ass off.
The snap sets up the throw.
Get out of here. That's already in the end zone.
Right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw again. Back's got it.
Nothing you can do.
Touchdown, Ducks.
Jordan Davison.
Finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Moore will throw. Spits it out to the
Let
back.
me see. I
Throw
seen
into
that.
the end zone. And it's picked off.
He's gone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He stopped at the 23.
He got tackled by Noah Whittington, the running back.
Touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep.
No,
And
nigga.
that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Sprinting away.
Get out of here.
They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan game
Dumbass.
on play.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I'm going to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big game.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
too much
I
time.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Fired.
Thank you. You stopped my clock. Thank you.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Moore will throw. This time he's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Bro, come on. Hell no. Ain't nobody run that. This game's so trash, bro. I promise you.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Get out of here, bro. This weak-ass screen shit.
offense has got to be.
Bo Jackson not even like that. He'll hold back up.
Possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Come on, man. Get your weak ass off me. That's crazy.
Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's low. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game. But
breaks into the
Whew, look at Decorian Moore.
They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost
Caden Curry not like that, bro. He's supposed to be on the line for a reason.
Almost came up with a turnover. While they dial up on 2nd and 8.
He's grabbing the wrong person and moving him out there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over
There you go, Evan. Let's get you involved.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Who wants the ball now? Oh my gosh. I did not know it was 3rd down. Damn, I wouldn't have did that.
They lost yardage. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Come.
The incomplete pass, 4th down.
Nigga, you ass, nigga. You ass, nigga. Old ass, nigga. You sound about 50. Get off the game, soft ass cat.